Dane domination at this Dauphiné. That's Pedersen first, now Magnus, NIELSEN in yellow, the latter emerging for the miss to win yesterday. A proud moment now to try and execute Uno X's plan for stage 3.
It feels super nice. Yeah, it is truly something special. The plan today, I think we hope to keep the jersey, of course, and then we see if I can go for the stage again.
A day suited to a fast-paced, aggressive race. 2,900 meters of ascent, mostly saved for the second part of the course. Most expecting a sense of déjà vu.
I think it will be quite similar as today. If you see, yesterday Bora was pulling quite hard, Israel was helping, so I guess today it will be the same teams, even on a little harder finish. It's better for them, so I guess it will be quite similar scenario.
Giulio Ciccone came fourth yesterday, and he expects NIELSEN to feature at the front again.
I think he have a good chance, yeah, because the climb is not so steep. He's climbing really well now. Yeah, depending also of the other team if they want to try something. But yeah, it's a bit strange stage because the climb is not so steep. Tomorrow we have a TT, so we see. It will be interesting for sure.
Remco has tested the waters, but unlikely to make a big splash before the time trial.
I think for myself, also for Ilan and Mikael, it's necessary to be up there to not give the other competitors 3 seconds. So maybe we will get in the mix today. Depends on who will still be there. If I see that Pedersen and NIELSEN are again in the mix, then for us it makes no sense to sprint. But yeah, it's a pretty tough finish again. So we will just have to see how the race develops, and then we will decide between us what we're going to do in the final.
A leg-breaking stage to Les Estables with 5 categorised climbs over 181 kilometres. With a tight GC, any break unlikely to be given free rein. Beast mode needed for the Côte de Saint-Victor-sur-Alenc, then 3 more ascents to the finish on another gruelling day in the saddle. Wild horses couldn't drag us away from an intriguing third stage. Peloton intensity meant there were no sustainable early breaks heading out of Celles-sur-Durolle. 50 kilometers per hour with the average output. That meant it took 35 kilometers until a trio successfully created a wedge. Rémi Rocha and Harrison Sweeney joining the danger man of the 3. Nicolas Prudhomme of Decathlon AG2R just 10 seconds from NIELSEN's overall time. Yet none of the escapades had ever secured a pro win. 4 Uno X riders driving ahead of the yellow jersey. A 3-minute gap falling with the peloton in no mood to permit any dreamers. Meanwhile, Primož Roglič had a scare. The Sloven crashed at 40-kilometer mark. Material damage to his number, but not to the Dauphiné ambitions of the 4-time Grand Tour champion. With 50 kilometers of racing left, the break with just under a minute to protect. Mathis Lebert nowhere to be seen, but the 23-year-old safe in the knowledge he'd remain king of the mountain. UAE made a move to assist Uno X at the front, and as the Côte de Valenjon came into view, there was movement. Chris Juul-Jensen kicked towards the escapades, the Jaco Alula rider followed by Valentin Madouas. However, while the Dane Jensen successfully bridged the gap, ultimately the French champion couldn't follow suit. At the Valenjon summit, it was Rémi Rocha who crossed to move second behind Lebert in the King of the Mountain standings. While it was a strong showing from Juul-Jensen, there was a scare for his team leader.
Oh, crash on the bridge here.
Fortunately for Chris Harper, much like Roglič, the Aussie got knocked down, but he got up again, his team reconnecting him to the peloton. The workload took its toll on Rocha, the Groupama FDJ rider running on fumes. A lull in the peloton saw the leading group re-establish a minute to protect. Yet after Ineos initially moved to the front, it was Pedersen who sacrificed himself. Going hammer and tongs to slash the gap to 15 seconds. The green jerseys soon distanced before the grand finale. The last survivors would soon return to the chasing pack. All to play for. Who would grab their moment?
It looks like Derek G's going to try. So G goes. Raymond Gregoire goes as well with 500 meters to go. Sean Quinn goes with them. Quinn trying to shut the gap on the rest of the riders. I can't see who's with him on the wheel. And Roglic is there in his formidable style. Now the attack of Sean Quinn. And Romain Gregoire now goes. Gregoire goes for the finish line. Big attack of this rider. Can he take it? Can Derek G take it? 150 metres of racing to go. And it's going to be a victory for Israel Premier Tech on the line. A victory to Derek G.
A stunning battle. Gregoire coming up short as Derek G waited patiently before launching for the line. The 26-year-old has often come close, but finally the Canadian with a career best stage win. The team may have had other ideas before the start, but a word from teammate Dylan Toons set in motion G's big moment.
We were going for Dylan most of the day. Really good finish for him, same with yesterday, but he just made the call on the final climb. You know, boys, if you have the legs, go for it. And yeah, we took it up and really happy to come away with it.
Not only do you win a stage, you also get to carry the yellow jersey tomorrow. That's a pretty nice bonus, no?
That's pretty special. Yeah, that's going to be quite a feeling, I think.
The biggest win of G's career to end Danish rule, Romain Gregoire ran out of steam, second ahead of Lukas NERURKAR, with Ciccone fourth again. Oh, Canada in yellow. The national TT champion will look forward to tomorrow. Cornelissen second, and despite disappointment on the road, Gregoire up on the GC podium with Roglic and Jorgensen next in the standings. The first man to wear green outright, Ciccone, the Italian 4 points clear of 20-year-old Brit who beat him to the finish. Lebert's position maintained with a 7-point cushion. Hard Graf bringing Rocha up to second in the mountain category, Nicolas Prodome earning the Combativity Award. Gregoire in white after a brave performance, the best youngster replacing Matteo Jorgensen. Tomorrow should see the first major differences emerge on the GC, a demanding time trial ahead of what promises to be an intense weekend in the mountains.